हेलो मैम।
Hi,
हेलो।
Smriti.
हेलो मैम, हाउ आर यू मैम?
Hello. I'm good. फ्लायर्स तुम पूछ रहे थे ना, तो फ्लायर्स का मतलब बेसिकली पोस्टर्स ही है। पोस्टर्स बनाना, जो कि तुम्हें डेली कुछ मैं तुम्हें एक मेल ड्राफ्ट अभी कर दूंगी। और मैं इस मीटिंग के बाद तुम्हें एक मीटिंग का लिंक भेजूंगी, तुम उसे ज्वाइन कर लेना, तो मैं तुम्हें एक बार उसमें बता दूंगी, ठीक है? कैसे डिज़ाइन करते हैं, क्या करते हैं।
हाँ, ओके मैम, ठीक
ओके।
है, ओके।
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
So this is day fifth of the cybersecurity bootcamp, and we have seen some type of system hacking attack like the password cracking in the previous session using some tools. So today we are going to talk about another type of attack we can perform on our targets, or so that attack is social engineering. So today we are going to discuss about what is social engineering, and why the what are the reasons that a person can get um, be a victim of social engineering attack, and what are the impact of social engineering over any organization or over any individual. What are the type of people who are the common targets who get easily manipulated for that these type of attacks. Then what are the phases of social engineering, tools for social engineering, and then how can we prevent ourselves from social engineering. uh, has someone heard about the word social engineering previously? Engineering. Am I not audible to you guys?
Ma'am, I
Or
don't
at
know.
least, okay, at least if you don't know, even then, please you can reply anything, but don't be just make this mute session, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Social engineering is something. It is a type of attack in which target chooses you as a victim. Okay, then will he will start monitoring you, and then he will start chatting you, or he will make a connection with you. Okay, and he will just basically make a trust between you and him, so that he will pretend himself as your friend, that he cares about you and something like that. Then he can give you some sort of email or something. He basically he just tries to manipulate you so that you can give him all the passwords or the credentials or the credit card bank details if you are an employee of any organization, or you yourself as a very valuable person for the public places and the public organizations. So, social engineering is the art of convincing users to reveal confidential information. So, there are a lot of type of social engineering. Even when people heard, suppose if you are talking to your phone with somebody, and someone else is listening your all the conversation. Okay, so that comes under also a social engineering attack. That is we call that eavesdropping. Okay, when someone try to heard about your conversation, whether they are physically present near you. Okay, if you're sitting on a table, he is sitting on next table, and he is just overhearding your conversations. And also if you are using your mobile phone and someone is sitting besides you, and he stalk your screen, whatever you are typing, whatever you are sending the messages, that comes also under the type of social engineering attack. So there are some of the type like human based social engineering attacks, and some of the computer based social engineering attacks. Like we have talked about the phishing type of attack earlier, that some type of a email you have to compose and then send to your target, and then that email contains some sort of a link or attachment that is malicious. So that type of phishing attack comes under social engineering. basically it uses the social engineering to complete his target. So, as an ethical hacker, you should use various social engineering techniques to examine the security of an organization and the awareness of the employees. Okay, it's like if you are a pen tester in a company and you want to know that how much is your employees are educated and whether they have the proper training regarding social security threats or cybersecurity threats or network security risk, they know about that, then obviously they will not gonna be victimized by them. And if anyone get victimized, then of course you have to make a report and um, tell to the stakeholders that okay, this is these are the number of employees who don't know about this, and we have to teach them. Okay, so who are the types of common targets in the basically in any organization or in any company who get easily victimized by the these type of attacks? So receptionist and help desk personnel. Okay, because these type of person who are usually on the help desk or the receptionist, they don't know about very much, they if they don't belong from the computer science department or computer science background, maybe they do know that how much information that you have to give someone or how much you're not. Okay, just they don't have the ideas like if I tell him about the schedule of anyone, like a senior CEO is there and how much time he is using he is using his laptop, how much time he is in his office or something like that. So these type of information also help the attacker to plan his attack. Okay, so and the next is technical support executives. So these are the peoples who just basically try to like they have some sort of a privileges to you can say they contain lot of technical information about the organization. It's like they may approach of contacting technical support executives to obtain sensitive information by pretending to be a senior management customer or vendor, because they are the person who just basically manages all the things, all the communication, technical communication regarding your network or hardware or softwares, things like that. So what attacker can do, he can call him or send an email type of thing to him, like I'm your senior from this department and I want to know these things. So maybe if technical support executive don't know exactly that is this mail is validated, is the person is valid user from the other side, is the sender is valid user, then maybe he can slip any information, any sensitive information about the network hardwares or the arrangements for you. Okay, so the third type of persons are system administrators. So who is system administrator? So in any organization, administrators is responsible for maintaining the systems. Okay, like whether updates or the system get broken or it changed to be upgraded or it changed to be it has misconfigurations. He will the person who will this configure it. So because they have the access of any type of the system in the organization, so obviously they do know a lot of things about the systems or the also they can tell you the information like version of OS or admin passwords also, because they have to maintain the system, then the employees passwords must be with him. Okay, that could be very helpful for an attacker in planning an attack. Okay, so the next thing is user and clients. Okay, attacker could approach user and clients of the target organization, pretending to tech support person to extract sensitive information. Okay, it's like if you are a client of an organization and someone calls you and said that okay, I'm from this company and I want to know your details, these details, so that I can update your profile in our company. and we are planning some new type of offer for you. So can you please give me detail? If you don't know about that, why are you if you don't know that what type of questions you want to ask about him, that why are you asking our details, why do you need this type of detail for us and this type, then obviously client can give his like, if you heard about the bank fraud calls, okay, usually person like maybe you have heard about that type of cases, that yeah, a person calls you and he asks that, okay, you have been in it type of lottery of the 10,000 rupees or something like that. Now you have to give me some your debit card number or your CVV code, so that, or your account number, so that I can transfer that money to you. Okay, so this type of and then if you give him all the details, then he will not gonna call you back, and your account get compromised by that time. Okay, so be aware from the fraud calls or fraud scams. And the next thing is vendors of the target organization. So vendors are the person who gain critical information that can help the executing attacks. Basically, they like what are the type of new version of OS they are using, or you can say they are very high at high position. So obviously they do know everything about the organization. Then we have senior executives, which also comes under the vendor of the target organization. So, senior executives, attackers could also approach senior executive for various departments such as finance, HR, or to obtain critical information about the organization. And even employees from the marketing department, or you can say employees from the HR department. So, we are it's very important to teach them that what type of communication, if you come across, then how you to handle that communication. Do you have to report that sort of, if you're receiving any suspicious mail from anyone, so you can report it to your cybersecurity department of the company, and so that they can yeah, you can say they can analyze it, or they can run some digital forensics on them, that who is trying to attack on this organization. Then we have what type of in fact impacts are be there on the social engineering attacks. So if you get victimized by these type of attacks, you can economic loss, which means competitors, like you are in an industry and there must be other companies who are in a competition with you. So they may use social engineering techniques to steal sensitive information, such as the development plans and marketing strategies of the target company, and which can result in economic loss. Okay, and maybe if your idea is good, he will gonna execute that idea before you, and you will don't have that. Then you can't launch the same thing in the market again. Okay, then we have the damage to goodwill. So for an organization, goodwill is important for attracting customer. So social engineering attacks may damage the goodwill by leaking sensitive organizational data. Then we have loss of privacy. So loss of privacy is a major concern in any department or for any individual. Privacy is very important. So especially for big organizations, if an organization is unable to maintain the privacy of its stakeholders or customers or the vendors or the senior executives or the junior executives, those people can lose. Then people can lose trust in the company and may discontinue their business with you. And then we have lawsuits and arbitration. So lawsuits and arbitration result in negative publicity for an organization and affects the business performance. It just basically makes your image in the market very bad, so that any customer don't choose you and um, they go to other competitors of yours. And also there is a risk of terrorism. So terrorism and anti-social element pose a threat to an organization's assets like people or property. Terrorists may use social engineering type of attacks to make blueprints and targets to infiltrate their target. Okay. Then we have why social media engineering is effective. So security policies are as strong as the weakest link. Okay. So like we have discussed that in the people from the HR department or people from the digital marketing department, they don't know usually about these type of threats. What are the threats they are facing in daily lives? So uh, if they don't know how to regulate, you can say how to use the third party apps for designing and for marketizing, and they are using the weak passwords in their accounts, third party accounts, or maybe it happens that they are not changing their passwords in every month. They are using that same old password again and again, and for all the accounts they are using that password. So that comes under the weak policies. So organization, what they can do is just they can regulate some sort of a rule in their department that everyone has to change their password in the last of month. Everyone has to do it, and it is compulsory, so that you can tighten up the security policies. Then the next thing is it is difficult to detect social engineering attempts. Okay, because this type of attempt is something like that. As I told you that it's sometimes they are the physical attacks. Okay, they are in the physical proximity, or maybe like if you receive any mail and the um, what can we say that attacker also uses any temporary mail and sends you mail, then it's very difficult to track down that mail if it's temporary, because temporary mails are the type of things that you can use at that time and then you can delete it further and they will vanish from the existence, something like that. Okay. And the third thing is there is no method to ensure complete security from social engineering attacks. Okay, always human errors are possible. No matter how much you teach them, some at some point humans are have the weakest link in the company, and there is no automated tools very high with very high accuracy who can actually predict that it is someone hearing your conversation, it is someone sniffing your packets, capturing your packets over the network, it is someone trying to steal the information from the organization. So it's very hard to detect and track the social engineering attacks, and there is no specific software or hardware which can defend you from these type of attacks. Only the awareness can defend you from these type of attacks. So now I think you have the idea that why it is so harmful, because no tools are there, no software or hardwares are there. It's just the humans or the target who if he has awareness he can prevent it, or if he don't have an awareness then he cannot prevent it. Okay. Then we have the phases of social media engineering attacks. Now the first phase is information gathering. Okay, whenever the target like a person chooses his target. Okay, like I'm the attacker and I have choose Smriti as my target. Okay, now I have to gather information about the Smriti. Okay, on what is the role of Smriti in the organization, in which departments she is working, what type of applications she is working, and what is the schedule or of her in office, how long she uses the laptop, or how long she uses her mail, and a lot of information where she go, and where she what she like and what she don't like, and something like that. And I can use social media, use her Instagram and Facebook to gather this information, and so I will research on her, then make a plan that how can I build a relationship with Smriti as a friend, so that she can trust on me. Okay, she can also feel that okay, I am her friend also. Okay, so I will try to establish a relationship with her. So it takes a very long time. Okay, if I all know all the things about Smriti, and then I will go and talk to her like over a chat or on an email or something like that, or on a physical level also. if I go and chat to her, like, so when I know that Smithy like this, and I will talk to her, like, if she likes to go, if she likes traveling, then I will talk about her with all the traveling sort of things, like I have been to there. So it's in human nature, every human nature, when you find that the person who is front of you, he knows, he have same interest with you, then naturally you can build some sort of a friendship type of things, or trust type of things. So I will gain her trust. Then after some time, what I can do, so that I can manipulate her by and try to gain the information, like, I can do in conversation, like, who is your boss, is he using those passwords, do you know those passwords? So this is the type of human based engineering attack. Okay, like I am asking the passwords and credentials of by myself. Okay, all also happen is that I can send her a mail, and on that mail I can insert a link for a movie. Okay, and I will make that link for a movie, a site. Okay, and I will click that this is the latest movie and you should have to watch it. Okay, now Smithy will download it and open that link. Now it will show, the link will show her that okay, it's a page error. So what I will until then I have already received all the credentials of her. Okay, I have injected my malicious code into her software while in the moment when she downloaded my attachment or clicked on my link. So okay, so what I have done, that info know about my target. Okay, I have collected all the information. Then I have built a trust relationship, okay, with her, and so that she can give me access to the department or in the organization. Then I exploited her. The exploitation could be mentally, or the exploitation could be using computer based tools. Okay, then I have executed. Okay, if I receive the mails or login IDs or like something, credit card details or something like that, then I will exploit it. So exploit it means I am using the credit card details for the shopping and something like that. So the fourth stage is that a sophisticated attacker exits quickly and quietly with money or valuable information, so that in the moment when I receive the credential, then I will stop all the communication with her. Okay, I will just vanish from the existence. I will close all my numbers or emails that I have been using to communicate with her. Okay, so you have to know that what type of person you have to trust or what type of person you don't have to trust. Okay, always uh, try to know about the person's background in your company, and then try, or your friend, and then try to communicate with her, or think before exchanging any valuable information regarding your workplace or regarding your company in any field. Then this is the first tool that we are going to talk about. Basically, we perform a sniffing attack through this. Okay, sniffing, it means capturing the packets over the networks while you were in packet, and you can capture the networks by sniffing. Okay, so this is the toolkit which is set. We call it set, and the full form of this toolkit is Social Engineering Toolkit. So it's an open source penetration testing framework designed for social engineering attack. And set has a number of custom attacks vector that allows you to make believable attack quickly. If you can see in the screenshot I have inserted, that this is the interface, how the set tool look like. Then we have the menu here. Okay, social, if I want to social engineering attack, if I want to make pen testing, if I want to make clones of third party modules other other options is here. Okay, if I select the first option, social engineering attacks, then on the next thing we get this menu. Okay, after selecting that option, option one, that is I want to perform the social engineering attack, then I will go to this menu. If you can see here, spear phishing attacks and then infectious media generator. Okay, so these are the type of things in which we generate some type of image which contains a virus. Okay, when you download it in your system, the with the image, it shows you that it is a JPG image or PNG image, but it contains some sort of a virus in that. Okay, and then we can create a payload and listener. So payload is just basically a malicious code which I insert in the network packet and then send it to you your through your port. Okay, then mass mailer attack. If you want to generate some type of exploited mails and send them, like a broadcast to those mails to lot of peoples at once. Okay, like thousands of people, 10,000s of people at once. I can perform that type of attack from this. So there are a lot of tools. Like QR code generator, in which I will create a QR code, and then I will show it to you. When you scan it, your phone's information will come to my will already snap to my server. Okay, so I'm choosing basically the website attack vector right now. Okay, then when I choose the website attack, then here we get to the next menu again, which is Java applet. Know any programming, then you will know that what is applet. And then we have metasploit, browser exploit, and credential harvester, which is basically we are going to do. Credential harvester means a website that will catch all the users and password from the network. Okay, so I will choose this by typing 3 here. Then I will choose the site cloner in this screenshot, that after choosing the site cloner, it is asking me for that IP address for the post back in harvester or tab typing. Okay, so I have to insert an IP address on which I will receive uh, any type of you can say what are the type of credentials or passwords we will receive. It will get back to this IP address. Then I will have to choose a website, enter the website on which I have to clone it. Okay, so I have inserted here the www.instagram.com. Then it takes some time and clone that website. Okay, and give me a link. Okay, so when it show you that okay, now harvester attack is there and we have running on port 80, and so information will be displayed to you as it arrive below. So when then I will take that IP address and I will send it using email or using the WhatsApp or using something to that, to anyone. Okay, when anyone click on that link of the IP, firstly it will show that okay, Instagram page is opening, but when you enter the password or your login, and then it will not open, and all the password and your password and your username will display will here. Okay, like this. If you can see that possible username of the field found, that is the username is Sam, and the password is test. Okay, so these type of things are how you will get victimized by anyone, and you can find this attack this tool in the VM in security machine. Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the parrot machine, and we have then a lot of tools for the vulnerability. Then we have mm, section. Then we have the social engineering attack, and this is the social engineering toolkit. And this is how it look like. Now I have to send into the password, and you can see that it shows that okay, this is the set interface about this is like created by David Kennedy, and this is the version of the set toolkit, and you can follow him on the Twitter on this there, and it's their website where they can handle this toolkit. So okay, so a little introduction from them about the toolkit, and for more you can go on their website. So then if you see that as I have shown you in the screenshot, that here are the um, type of attacks. So if I will choose one here, social engineering attack, then you can see again. So it's very easy tool to use. You can use this tool to yourself and trick your friends also. So and then we have the website attacker. Okay. Then again we have the credential harvester attack method, and we will enter 3. Then if you can see that custom import or web templates. Okay, site clone. I just want to clone a site. Now I have to enter it. So I am targeting my window machine right now. So what I will do, just then I have to know the IP address of my window, because I am using the VMware right now for the parrot machine, and I will make the window machine, whatever the window OS installed in my system, as a target. Okay, so if I have to know my IP address, and if you want to know your IP address, what you have to do is just go on the search here, then type the CMD and option this and run as administrator. Then select the put here this command, that is ipconfig, and then this is your IP address as you are looking. So this is my IP address 192.168.40.1. So I will enter it here, 192.168.140.1. So is anyone can tell me that how can we know about target's IP address if I want to target someone else? Do you any of you remember that how can we scan our target's IP address in the network so that we can plan our attack?
Using Nmap?
Yes, using Nmap, which comes in the scanning network session. Okay, you can also use the using Nmap, and you can also use the reset packet also. So I will just enter the IP address. Then it is asking for me what website I have to clone, www.facebook.com. Suppose now it's taking some time, so it's completed. So if you can see that on that IP address, we have on port 80, which is user for HTTP protocol port 80, and it is enabled now, and we will receive all the information. So now what I will do, that I will just copy this. I will just copy this link and send it to anyone in the mail by composing it. And when anyone open this mail, is this link, it will show you the error message. Okay, let me try it by not copying it. Okay, maybe it will show. Okay, so now you're looking that I have cloned the website, Facebook website page. Okay, now what user will do, he will just enter his ID password here. Okay, if the account is validated, and then he will click on the login. Okay, then what happened is that this email number isn't connected to any account. Okay, this show will here, but all if I have entered the user ID password, it will just arrive below here. Okay, till now it will get arrived here. So this how you can also use this tool for the attack also. Now we have next tool that is known as Shellfish, and it is much more easier to use in comparison to that set tool we have seen here. So it already gave you the template of all the websites. So what you have to do is just you have to install this on your Parrot machine or the Linux machine by from the GitHub repository. when you install this tool, it will show you, when you open it, it will show you this already cloned websites which are ready to receive any type of packets. So you have to select the option again, like if you want to use a Snapchat or LinkedIn or GitLab, Pinterest, whatever you find good. If you can see that your target use this, okay, then when you select the option 1, so you will get your link by sudden, and you can copy this link and send it to your friend or anyone. So, and you will get his username and IP. So it's like you are seeing in the screenshot and waiting for IPs and credentials. So will you get username and passwords here? Okay. These are the automated tools that we can use for social engineering, but there are some other techniques also which are not automated, and you have to just use a lot of different tools according to the plan of your attack to perform this engineering attack. Okay. So now there are some tools which are they are not very accurate in detecting, but they can detect by some extent. So Netcraft is an extension which you can use in the Google browsers or your Mozilla Firefox. Um, if you receive any link of a phishing attack, and if the browser is enabled, so what it will do, it will give you this. Uh, when you click on that link, it will open and it will just stop all the communication from that website, all the packets that are going to that server, and it will show you this page that suspected phishing is there, and report mistake and something like that. Okay. And whatever the link is that blocked URL, it will block that link or website for the future in case you are receiving it again. So social engineering tactics to watch for. So if you know that how what are suspicious things or what are not. So if your friend sends you a strange message, okay, strange, it means that you are not familiar with. Okay, so you can predict that, okay, someone is trying to steal information from me. Okay, the message contains something that heightens your emotion, it means like it will make you curative. Okay, or if he requests you that it is urgent, open now. Okay, sometimes maybe you have received any sort of mail that click on this link and you will get the voucher of Paytm of 50 rupees or Geo vouchers of 50 rupees, or maybe some type of these are the type of links that you will get on your WhatsApp. I think you guys have come across this that type of link in your daily life also, and
मैम
maybe
Amazon पे भी आता है ऐसा लिंक.
हाँ हाँ. सो हर बार पॉसिबल नहीं है कि वो सारे लिंक जो है वो वैलिड हो. ठीक है, अगर तुम उस यूजर को जान रही हो और अगर वो तुम्हें कोई प्रूफ दे सकता है साथ में कि मैंने ये रिसीव किया है, तो हाँ ठीक है, तुम ट्राई कर सकते हो. बट अगर तुम्हें ऐसे किसी के पास फॉरवर्ड हो रहा है तो उसको मत ओपन करो. या फिर तुम्हें अगर कभी फेसबुक या इंस्टाग्राम पे ऐसे लिंक मिले कि वी कैन प्रेडिक्ट योर पर्सनैलिटी, ओके, और click on this link and or what how will you gonna look like after 50 years, something like that, it's they are like a game, but and it will show you the result, but they are all the fake results, and not anyone can predict your life, of course. So what happened will that you when you click on that link, you will get some fun for some time, but your account will get compromised at that time. Okay, so like if you see that here the offer, if you receive any type of offer, sometimes I think when you open some sort of a websites, and you will see some kind of a wheel there. Okay, and when you click on that wheel, it will just that wheel will gonna move, and it will show you that, okay, you have won some lottery, now click on this, and you can for the further process. Don't do that again. Okay, if you're receiving any type of help, okay, if someone offering you help, like I can give you this or I can help you with your work, so obviously why would anyone help you? Would anyone want to help you if they don't have any motive? Okay, so analyze it first, and then the sender can't prove their identity. Okay, if someone's sending you a message and he can't prove that how he is knowing you, or have you met him at any point of time in your life. So these type of things can be the can give you an idea that okay, he is a valid user or not, if it's a valid content or not. So if you can see this uh, mail, okay, for the phishing, like it's from the CEO, okay. So now you can see that from Ori, I don't recognize the sender's email address, someone I ordinarily communicate with. Okay, if you have any idea that your CEO email ID is of a different type and you are receiving from mail, okay, from him directly, so it's not like that, because there always a chain of command in any organization. Okay, firstly, if your CEO wants to communicate with you, he will contact your boss, and then your boss will gonna tell you that okay, you have to talk about him or you have to discuss him. So there is a chain of communication between everyone. Okay, now if you want to ask to our Shubham sir, of the CEO of the company. So you can just ask him, but certainly in a very big organization, you can't ask them directly. You have to ask first your boss, then he will ask from their boss, and then this type of chain of hierarchy is there. Then the email is someone outside my organization. It's not related to my job responsibilities. Okay, maybe your job is something like that in the department, that you don't need to communicate with your CEO, or the email was sent from someone inside the organization or from a customer vendor. If the mail is something like that, like I am your customer or something like that, is the sender's email address from a suspicious domain like microsoft-support.com, it's not any domain. Okay, we're not going to receive any sort of a thing at the rate, then this hyphen type of thing. Okay, then I don't know sender personally. If you don't know the sender personally, don't open the mail. Okay, I don't have a business relationship or nor in past or communication with the sender. Okay, if you don't find the sender familiar with you, okay, so this is the red flag that you don't have to open it. Okay, or now if you look on the two who he has sent the mail. Okay, so I was cc'd on the mail sent one to more people, but I don't personally know him. Okay, so just don't do that, because it could be a type of mass mailer attack. If you get cc'd by a lot of peoples, okay, and those all peoples are strangers to you, then just don't open it. Okay, and then we have on the, if you see the date column. Okay, did I receive an email that I normally would get regular basis business hour, but it was sent in unusual time like 3 a.m. Okay, so if you receive any mail like in the 4 a.m. or 5 a.m., and you feel that okay, your boss doesn't work on 3 a.m. Okay, he will work till 9 a.m., 9 p.m., something like that. So it could be suspicious for that. um, what you can do, you can just validate with your boss, is you sending you the mail at that time, and if you deny, then don't open it. Okay, then we have the subject. Okay, did I get email with the subject line that is irrelevant to you? Okay, why would anyone told you that his money will got stolen by the email? Okay, so why anyone asking you for money or these type of subjects? Okay, or he has been met to an accident or some these type of things. Okay, is the email message a reply to something I never sent or requested? Okay, or maybe if you have never used these type of subject in your life, you can also find it suspicious. Then all the hyperlinks, you can see if the whatever the links are mentioning here, um, and if you hover your mouse on the hyperlink that's displayed in the email network, but the link to address is for a different website, that is a big red flag. Okay, sometimes you click on those links and you will get redirected to any other website, like download this software, or you have won this or this. Then obviously that website is not valid. If it's valid, then why will it get you to another website? Okay, then if you any receive any email that has long hyperlinks with no further information, okay, and the rest is blank, or hyperlink is a misspelling, okay. Because professional word in a authenticated word, these type of things like spellings are very important. What are the sizes of fonts are there, what the color of fonts are there, so these type of importance, like instead of M, R and N is there, so it will make you suspicious, okay. The attachment, the sender included attachment that was that you are not expecting to receiving from anyone, okay. And with a possibly dangerous file, then only type safe on a text file, okay. So sometimes Google also in Gmail also gives you the warning that it is not safe to open the attachment, or it is not safe for downloading, okay. So whatever the content is there, okay, like it gives you avoid a negative consequences or something like that, or is email is out of the ordinary, or bad grammar or spelling errors are there, the whatever the sentences are used, it is not according to the grammar, the sentences are jumbled and not making a story, they are just some combination of words are present here, okay. And if you find somewhere that okay, it is a not um, well written email or something like that, you have some type of a gut feeling, then don't open it. And is the email asking me to look at a compromising or embarrassing picture of myself, someone I know, then obviously that. So these are the red flags. If you see when you receive any sort of mail, then you can analyze these points, that who is the sender, and who is get cc'd in the mail, and what is the date, time, subject, especially the content, the sentences, whatever the sentences are written, so and the hyperlinks, you can analyze those things, and then you can see if the user is valid or not, if it is safe to open or not, okay. Then how you can prevent yourself to don't be a social engineering don't click on the links you don't request, okay. And then don't overshare your personal information online, okay. You are suppose you are subscribing for a newsletter, then why would the organization ask for you for your bank account details? So just use some of the brain, and try to find some logic, that why are they asking me this, okay. Be cautious of online only friendships, okay. So try to not engage any type of person, have a friendship online, and uh, in business with that person, who is not met you in physically at any sort of points. Then we have remember the signs of social engineering, whatever the signs are there, okay, like suspicious, and to that, or the sender details or the content details. Acknowledge what goods to be true, okay. Use two-factor authentications, only use strong password, unique password, and change them in a regular time, and consider a password manager. Then we have that consider a password manager, set high spam filters, okay. Your emails account, Gmail, you already get a high spam, you get a spam filter, okay. And don't allow strangers on your Wi-Fi network, never allow them, because it could lead you to get entered in your network, and he can see all the sniff all the and capture all the packets of the communication you are doing on that network. Always try to use the VPN in on your browsers, okay. Incognito mode is also very good, so that you can don't get tracked by online don't get tracked by the trackers who are presently online. Monitor your account activity closely, don't leave devices unattended, okay. And use cybersecurity softwares like firewall softwares or protection shields. Then keep your software up to date, because on an every daily basis, whenever you receive any software update, it will be regarding to the security package patches, regarding to the latest vulnerabilities. That's all for today. And want to ask any sort of question?
No, ma'am.